You're rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots, and a sexy body full of tats.
Jack Miller, the Pramac Yamaha team rider, gave his comments after the 2025 French GP race, which took place at the legendary Le Mans circuit. In the race, Fabio Quartararo performed outstandingly with consistent speed from the practice session to the finish line. Miller, who finished in the top 5, admitted that he was impressed with Quartararo's performance racing on his home turf. Fabio really showed incredible speed at Le Mans. He appeared very confident from the start and his Yamaha bike looks very stable in fast corners. I think this is one of his best performances this season, Miller said when met in the paddock after the race. The Australian racer also admitted that he and the Pramac Yamaha team still have homework to pursue the level of performance shown by Quartararo this weekend. We continue to work hard and the progress is starting to show. But to be honest, seeing Fabio streaking like that gives us more motivation. He deserves a good result at his home race. With this impressive result, Quartararo is now even stronger at the top of the standings, while Miller and his team are determined to continue to improve their performance in the next series. And here's the full news. The Bugatti circuit, Le Mans witnessed another French public euphoria when Fabio Quartararo appeared dominant at the 2025 French Grand Prix. In front of thousands of supporters, the Monster Energy Yamaha rider scored an impressive victory, leaving his rivals, including Pramac Yamaha's Jack Miller, who had to settle for 5th place. Jack Miller, an Australian rider who has experienced the rigors of MotoGP competition for nearly a decade, did not hesitate to praise Quartararo's outstanding performance. According to Miller, the speed, consistency and calmness shown by Quartararo throughout the weekend truly reflect the class of a world champion. Fabio is fast, very fast, Miller said when interviewed at the Parc Ferme after the race. Since Friday's free practice session, he's been sending signals that he's not going to give an inch at his home race. All sectors, especially the fast corners, he mastered perfectly. Quartararo set the best time in the qualifying session and started the race from pole position. He took the lead right from the first lap and never lost control. Even in high-pressure conditions, he maintained his stability and advantage from the threat of the Ducati and KTM riders. Miller admits that Pramac Yamaha is not yet at the same level as factory teams like Monster Yamaha and Ducati Lenovo, but he considers his team's progress very positive this season. He also emphasized the importance of learning from performances like Quartararo's to develop their motorcycle package going forward. We saw how Fabio played with grip and tires. He doesn't push the bike, but is still fast every lap. That's hard to do, especially at Le Mans, which is notoriously tricky. He really understands the bike, and that's something we have to pursue, said Miller. On the other hand, Miller emphasized that the season is still long and he does not want to get hung up on just one result. With a solid and competitive 2025 MotoGP calendar, he said each series will bring different challenges and opportunities. We are realistic. This year is full of surprises, and no one can be too comfortable in any position. Just look at the grid now, the time difference between riders is very thin. We have the data from this race, and it will be very useful for the next European series. When asked if Quartararo is now a prime candidate for the 2025 World Championship, Miller replied diplomatically but honestly. If he continues to perform like this, he will definitely be very difficult to beat. But this is MotoGP, anything can happen. What is clear is that he sent a strong message today. With this victory, Quartararo now leads the 2025 MotoGP standings with a starting point difference from his closest rival. Le Mans symbolizes his rise after a challenging 2024 season. For Miller and other riders, the 2025 French GP is a reminder that speed is not enough. Strategy, consistency, and a winning mentality are key in this increasingly competitive season. The cheers of the home crowd boomed in the stands of the Bugatti circuit when Fabio Quartararo put on an outstanding performance in the first free practice session, FP1, of the French MotoGP. Bueno, the Monster Energy Yamaha flagship rider appeared crazy, taking second place with a very thin time from the session leader, while breaking his personal record at the circuit that is the pride of the French public. Since the beginning of the FP1 session, Quartararo immediately shot with confidence. Without waiting long, he recorded competitive times and continued to push his limits. In some sectors of the track, especially the fourth sector, Quartararo looks very dominant, indicating that his Yamaha M1 motorbike settings are in optimal condition. It was a very good start to our weekend. The bike feels more stable and I can attack corners aggressively. It was like rediscovering the riding sensation that I had missed for a long time, Quartararo said in a post-FP1 interview. What made Quartararo's performance even more special was his success in breaking the personal time record at the Le Mans circuit, something that means a lot to the nice-born rider. With a time of 1 minute 30 seconds adjusted to official data, Quartararo showed that he is not finished yet and is still capable of being a serious challenger amid the dominance of teams like Ducati and KTM. Monster Energy Yamaha itself came to Le Mans with realistic expectations. This season they have experienced many problems, especially in terms of acceleration and top speed. But in Quartararo's hands, the M1 motorcycle again showed its potential as a competitive package at least in one lap. Here I feel at home. The support from the fans is incredible. The energy is like adding extra power. I will try to give my best for them throughout this weekend, he added. Public support is a key element in Quartararo's rise. The stands filled with French flags, banners reading Gel Diablo, and shouts of encouragement were a sight that could not be separated from the morning training session. Meanwhile, Quartararo's closest competitor in FP1 also showed extraordinary speed. However, the consistency and control that Quartararo showed throughout the 45-minute practice session shows that he has a great opportunity to score maximum results at home, even opening up a great opportunity for a podium or perhaps victory if this positive trend continues until the main race. The 2025 French MotoGP still has FP2, FP3, the qualifying session, and of course the main race. But one thing is certain, Fabio Quartararo is back in the limelight. On the circuit where he grew up and dreamed of becoming a champion, El Diablo is writing a new chapter in his story, full of hope, pressure, and incredible support from his homeland.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease, bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me, cause she got a bad little waist. And we tearing down this place, off the liquor that we chase. Got some egos to the face, baby I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on a tight frame. All game, no shame, baby came here to play. I feel like an addict cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine. Got a fine little body and her mind's kinda naughty. They say that once you taste it, you cannot replace it. She could get you high, all the dopamine inside triggers fast once she's naked. Her body's a creation. They say the devil made her for his entertainment, but even he couldn't learn how to contain it. Her high heels make a damn good statement.